Japanese-inspired home harmony, 7 gentle rituals for seniors. A 72-year-old woman in Seattle discovered something remarkable, a simple Japanese practice that made her home feel like a peaceful retreat in just 15 minutes a day. No heavy lifting, no exhausting cleaning marathons, and definitely no throwing away everything she loved. Welcome back to Senior Life Part, where we explore practical wisdom for your golden years. I'm Sarah, and this particular approach has been quietly transforming homes across America, especially for those of us who want serenity without sacrifice. Before we explore these 7 transformative practices together, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Our Senior Life Part community is growing every day with folks just like you who want their homes to feel like havens instead of sources of stress. And trust me, you'll want to share this with friends who could use more peace in their daily lives. Meet Elena Rodriguez. Elena Rodriguez, age 72, lives in a charming craftsman house in Seattle, Washington. Her walls display oil paintings from her years as an art instructor, her shelves hold handcrafted pottery from decades of weekend workshops, and her back patio garden produces herbs and vegetables nearly year-round. Elena's home possesses something special, an atmosphere of profound tranquility. Guests often comment that simply entering her space makes them breathe more deeply and speak more softly. The rooms seem to invite contemplation rather than hurry. This wasn't always Elena's reality. She grew up in a bustling Chicago household where constant activity was the norm. At 25, however, she made a life-changing decision, accepting a teaching position in Osaka, Japan, originally planned for just 1 year. That year stretched into 8 transformative years. In Japan, Elena discovered the concept of ma, the philosophy of intentional space. Ma teaches that emptiness isn't something to fill, but rather essential breathing room for both the space and the soul. She observed how Japanese homes, regardless of size, felt expansive and peaceful through careful object placement, mindful daily practices, and thoughtful movement patterns. When Elena returned to America, she faced the challenge of blending Japanese spatial philosophy with American lifestyle expectations. Over time, she developed a hybrid approach, one that honors both cultures while creating spaces that nurture rather than overwhelm. Her home today isn't stark or empty. It's rich with warmth, personal history, and meaningful objects. The difference is intentionality. Every item has purpose, and every space has room to breathe. Elena now shares her methods with fellow seniors who want their homes to feel like sanctuaries rather than storage facilities. Her approach requires no major renovations, expensive purchases, or physical strain, just gentle, mindful practices that create profound changes. If you're finding value in Elena's story, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. What does your ideal peaceful home look like? Your thoughts help shape our SEN Life Part content. Practice 1. The Gentle Blessing Ritual. Elena's Gentle Blessing Ritual transforms ordinary dusting into a meditative practice rooted in Japanese gratitude traditions. Unlike typical cleaning sessions focused on removing dirt, this ritual centers on appreciation and presence. Elena selects one easily accessible item, perhaps a framed photograph, a ceramic bowl, or a small bookshelf. She uses a soft, lightweight duster that glides rather than scatters particles. The key difference lies in her pace and mindset. As she gently dusts each surface, Elena whispers quiet thanks, not dramatically, but just enough to feel the words resonate. She thanks the bookshelf for supporting her favorite novels, the photograph for preserving precious memories, the ceramic piece for bringing daily beauty to her mornings. This practice isn't about being overly sentimental. It's about pausing long enough to recognize how objects have enriched daily life. These items have witnessed years of living, serving as silent companions through countless moments. For American seniors, this ritual offers unexpected physical benefits.
The light, flowing motions keep joints mobile without strain, making it perfect for those avoiding heavy lifting or vigorous scrubbing. The gentle movements also encourage balance and flexibility. Elena swears by the immediate mood transformation. After blessing just a few objects, the entire room feels refreshed, as though the space itself has exhaled deeply. This approach reframes home care from a chore into a restorative practice. Rather than focusing on what's wrong or dirty, you focus on what deserves appreciation and care. This perspective shift can be surprisingly powerful, especially for seniors who may feel overwhelmed by home maintenance tasks.
Practice 2. The Sacred Pause Method. The Sacred Pause Method prevents the overwhelm that often stops people before they start any home organization project. Elena adapted this from the Japanese tradition of removing shoes before entering tatami mat rooms, a natural transition that signals respect and mindfulness. Elena designates one comfortable spot in her home as her mindfulness anchor. For her, it's a cushioned chair near a window overlooking her herb garden. The location matters less than the feeling. It should offer safety, comfort, and quiet. Before beginning any organizing task, Elena sits in this spot for exactly 3 minutes. She closes her eyes or softens her gaze, places her hands comfortably in her lap, and focuses on intentional breathing, inhaling through her nose for 4 counts, holding briefly, then exhaling through her mouth for 6 counts. During these 3 minutes, Elena lets her shoulders drop, relaxes her jaw, and notices how the chair supports her body. This pause creates a mental doorway between rest and activity, preventing the rushed, anxious energy that often leads to burnout. Many seniors struggle, not because the physical work is too demanding, but because they begin in a state of mental tension, carrying the weight of everything that needs attention. 3 intentional minutes of centering creates clarity instead of scattered thoughts. This practice offers significant benefits for older adults. It prevents mid-project exhaustion, provides a moment for physical check-in, and transforms organizing from a battle with belongings into a conversation with your living space. Elena describes it perfectly. When I start from stillness, my choices improve. I keep what truly matters and release what doesn't, without second-guessing myself. I'm curious, do you have a special spot in your home that brings you peace? Share in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Senior Life Part for more gentle living wisdom. Practice 3. The Harmony Sound Method. Elena's Harmony Sound Method transforms routine organizing into something resembling meditation therapy. Inspired by Japanese tea ceremony traditions, where every sound, ceramic touching ceramic, water pouring, fabric rustling, serves a purposeful role in creating mindfulness. Before tackling any space, Elena selects calming audio to set the atmosphere. Sometimes she chooses flowing water sounds, other times gentle wind chimes, bamboo in the breeze, or soft rainfall recordings. The key is intentionality. Not background music for distraction, but sound that actively encourages relaxation while working. Elena uses a small portable speaker that follows her throughout the house, maintaining consistent atmosphere regardless of which room needs attention. You could use a phone, tablet, or dedicated sound device. The important thing is creating portable tranquility. This method works exceptionally well for older adults because sound serves as an emotional anchor, shifting mood, slowing breathing, and improving focus. For many seniors, silence during organizing can quickly become overthinking, second-guessing decisions, getting lost in memories, or feeling pressure to finish quickly. The right sound creates a gentle container for the task, giving your mind something soothing to hold on to while your hands stay busy. Elena keeps the scope manageable during sound sessions. She'll choose just one surface, like a side table, and work only on that while the track plays. When the sound ends, so does the task. This approach prevents the process from feeling endless and helps maintain energy for future sessions. Elena explains, it's not about racing against time.
It's about enjoying the time I spend caring for my home. An unexpected benefit emerges over time. Finished spaces continue feeling peaceful long after the work ends. Because your mind associates the sound with calm, you'll experience that same ease whenever you look at areas cleared while the audio played. It's as though you've left traces of that tranquility woven into the environment.
Practice 4. The seasonal rotation practice. Elena's seasonal rotation practice keeps her home light, functional, and perfectly aligned with each time of year, drawing from Japanese kuru-kuru rotation methods where compact living spaces require strategic item management throughout the seasons. Elena realized that clutter often isn't about having too many possessions. It's about having too many visible possessions at the wrong time. Winter coats crowding summer blouses, holiday serving dishes occupying everyday cabinet space, thick quilts stacked high during July heat waves. None of these items were unnecessary, but having them prominently displayed out of season made her home feel cramped and dysfunctional. She uses lightweight, fabric-covered storage containers with handles, easy to lift even when joints feel stiff. Each container receives clear labels: winter clothing, summer linens, holiday kitchen items, spring decorations. When seasons change, Elena spends a quiet afternoon swapping what's currently needed with what's not. Winter coats and boots move into storage during early spring, replaced by light jackets and sandals. Come autumn, garden tools and patio cushions get tucked away, making room for cozy blankets and warm throws. This ritual creates more than organization, it creates mental renewal. Every rotation feels like redecorating without spending money. Elena says, "It's like changing the scenery inside my own home without buying anything new." For American seniors, this approach offers tremendous advantages. It eliminates daily decision fatigue. You only see what's relevant for the current season, making getting dressed, cooking, or decorating far simpler. It also reduces physical strain since Elena keeps containers small enough to handle safely. The practice extends beautifully beyond clothing. Elena rotates kitchen appliances she only needs seasonally: ice cream makers for summer, slow cookers for winter. She even maintains a seasonal box for stationery and greeting cards, ensuring she never hunts for appropriate items during holidays. What would you pack away first to make your home feel lighter? Let us know in the comments. And remember to hit that like button if these ideas are sparking inspiration. Senior Life Part is here to make your golden years more comfortable and joyful. The daily corner focus prevents the overwhelming feeling that stops many people from even beginning home improvements. Based on the Japanese principle of ichi nipsi, ichi soku, literally one accomplishment per day, this approach values steady, consistent progress over exhausting bursts that leave you drained. Elena learned this lesson after initially trying to transform entire rooms in single sessions. That approach led to sore knees, tired backs, and half-finished projects that felt more stressful than before starting. She shifted to thinking in terms of corners rather than rooms. A corner might be a reading nook with chair and side table, the top of a dresser, a section of kitchen counter, or even a single pantry shelf. Elena chooses just one corner each day and commits to completing it entirely before moving on. This method works beautifully because each small success builds momentum. Clearing one surface might take 5 to 15 minutes, but the satisfaction of seeing that spot transformed creates positive energy that carries forward. Elena explains, "When I walk past a cleared corner, it pulls me forward like a promise of what the rest of my home can become." Her process stays simple and sustainable. First, she removes everything from the chosen corner to see the space clearly. Then she gently cleans it, dusting, wiping, or polishing if needed. Finally, she returns only items that truly belong there, arranging them intentionally rather than crowding them together. Everything else gets relocated to proper places or set aside for donation. The health benefits for seniors are significant. Working in small sections reduces physical strain risk and fits easily into short energy bursts throughout the day. It eliminates pressure to finish entire rooms, which can cause anxiety or decision fatigue.
A single transformed corner becomes a visual anchor. Even if surrounding areas remain in progress, your eyes and mind have a peaceful, complete place to land. Over time, these corners connect like puzzle pieces until the entire home reflects the same calm, intentional energy. Elena often ends daily sessions by sitting near the freshly cleared space with herbal tea, allowing herself to truly notice the difference she's made. That moment of quiet pride is part of the ritual. She believes it's what maintains motivation to continue.
Practice 6. The Heart Object Tradition. Elena's heart object tradition ensures her home doesn't just look peaceful, but feels alive with personal meaning. Inspired by the Japanese concept of akigai, a reason for being, she applies this philosophy to her surroundings. Every room should contain at least one object that sparks daily joy and reminds you why your space matters. For Elena, that object is a hand-thrown pottery vase created by her late husband, Miguel. Rather than hiding it in a cabinet or displaying it untouchably in a glass case, it sits prominently on her kitchen windowsill, where morning sunlight illuminates its glazed surface. She touches its textured sides almost unconsciously while making coffee, feeling the ridges where his skilled hands once shaped the clay. To Elena, this vase represents more than ceramic art. It's a daily conversation with someone she loved deeply, a tangible reminder that her home holds not just objects, but memories worth honoring. This practice goes beyond sentimentality. It's intentional design for emotional well-being. Too often, meaningful items disappear into storage or get pushed behind everyday objects because we consider them too precious for regular use. Elena believes hiding them robs us of daily connection opportunities. If an object matters to you, it should have a heartbeat in your home. It should participate in your everyday life, not just appear once yearly when you open storage boxes. For American seniors, the heart object tradition offers particularly powerful benefits. It transforms homes into daily sources of comfort and identity. As the outside world may feel increasingly fast-paced or unfamiliar, one meaningful object serves as a steady anchor, a visual reminder of who you are, where you've been, and what you value. Elena recommends keeping the heart object simple, just one item per room at most. It could be a seashell from an anniversary trip, a quilt sewn by your mother, a framed letter from a grandchild, or even a tool your father used that reminds you of his capable hands. The key is positive, grounding emotion whenever you see or touch it. She encourages giving this object proper staging, a place where it's clearly visible with space to breathe. Surrounding it with too many other items dilutes its emotional impact. Let it stand alone so your eyes naturally find it when entering the room. This practice also sparks meaningful conversations. Visitors often ask Elena's vase, giving her opportunities to share Miguel's story and keep his memory vibrantly alive. It's a natural way of preserving family history without formal storytelling sessions. The heart object serves as a reminder that organizing isn't about stripping life from your home, it's about making space for what truly matters. As Elena says, if everything is special, nothing is. But if one thing is special, you'll notice it every time you enter the room. Practice 7. The Evening Reset Ritual. Elena's evening reset ritual provides gentle closure to each day, rooted in the Japanese practice of yakan no suji, the evening renewal. Rather than deep cleaning or tackling major chores at night, this creates peaceful transition between daily activity and restorative sleep. The ritual begins after dinner when dishes are finished and the house starts winding down. Elena walks slowly through her home, not to criticize what's out of place, but to choose one main area to leave perfectly clear before bedtime, perhaps the dining table, kitchen counter, or living room coffee table. She's not resetting every surface, just one space that will greet her morning like a fresh page.
Before starting, Elena dims lights throughout the house, leaving only warm, low lamps or under-cabinet lighting. This brightness shift signals to mind and body that it's time to slow down. She plays soft instrumental music, sometimes shakuhachi flute, other times gentle piano or strings. The music isn't mere background, but part of the atmosphere, helping her move through tasks with calm intention rather than urgency. She takes time clearing the chosen surface, moving each item back to its proper place. If something belongs in another room, she quietly carries it there, avoiding the temptation to start additional projects. Her goal isn't finishing everything, it's creating one small island of order and peace. Why just one area? Elena explains it's about ending the day with accomplishment, not a list of unfinished tasks. If I go to bed looking at chaos, my mind keeps running. But knowing at least one space in my home is calm and ready for morning helps me sleep better. For American seniors, this practice is both practical and deeply restorative. It prevents overexertion when energy naturally declines and transforms how you start the next day. Walking into the kitchen to find a spotless counter or stepping into the living room to see a clear coffee table sets positive tone before morning coffee. There's also emotional significance to this ritual. By ending the day with simple order, you send yourself a message. Today was enough. I've done my part. Tomorrow I'll begin again. It's self-kindness, not perfectionism. Elena describes it as closing the cover of a well-read book at night. The story isn't over, but the chapter is complete. You can rest knowing you'll return refreshed, rather than flipping pages until you're too tired to remember the plot.
Elena's transformation story. When Elena first began this journey, her home wasn't messy in traditional terms. There weren't piles blocking walkways or rooms rendered unusable. But it felt crowded in ways that didn't match the slower, more intentional life she desired after 70. Every shelf was full. Every surface carried weight of objects accumulated over decades. While each piece had its story, the stories had started competing with each other. Instead of peace, her home whispered constant reminders of tasks needing attention, items requiring decisions, or projects waiting completion. Now her home feels entirely different. It's not a minimalist museum. It remains warm, personal, and full of character. But every corner has breathing space. The change is immediately noticeable. Light seems softer. Rooms seem to exhale. There's calming presence that accompanies you from entryway to kitchen, from reading nook to bedroom. This transformation didn't come from one exhausting weekend of cleaning or expensive renovation. It emerged from simple, thoughtful rituals practiced day after day, rituals honoring her body's needs, heart's memories, and life's current season. By releasing what no longer served and creating intentional moments in everyday spaces, Elena built something deeper than tidiness. She built a home that actively supports well-being. Senior Life viewers, this isn't just about decoration or organization. It's about living in spaces that heal as much as they house. Homes offering rest instead of noise, comfort instead of guilt, clarity instead of chaos. After 70, you've earned more than just shelter. You've earned sanctuary reflecting who you are now, not just who you used to be. These changes aren't reserved for people with certain budgets, specific home types, or particular energy levels. They're for anyone willing to take small, consistent steps toward a calmer, more mindful living. If even one of these Japanese-inspired rituals sparked an idea, awakened a memory, or created longing for more peace in your own space, I invite you to take action. Please hit that like button to help other seniors discover these gentle transformation methods. Share this video with friends over 60 who deserve lighter, calmer homes. Subscribe to Senior Life Part and ring that notification bell. We're building a community of people who believe your golden years should feel truly golden. Drop a comment letting us know which practice resonates most with you, or tell us about a meaningful object in your home that brings daily joy.
Your stories inspire our content and connect our growing Senior Life Part family. Remember, your next chapter should feel lighter, calmer, and authentically yours. These 7 practices can help you create exactly that, one gentle ritual at a time. Thank you for spending time with us today. Until next time, keep living your best senior life.